Irish red hair.
What? He's with a team?
He's in Germany. So I had hit off of him.
Germany.
I've got a couple guys lined up, but we got a
Where are you
field.
throwing? What field?
I got a field in Bay 8th. I don't know if you ever been to Bay 8th Street.
No, in Brooklyn.
Yeah, in Brooklyn, I got a field there. One of the boys that we hit with over there, his dad kind of
Nice.
runs the field, so we've been doing that.
Nice. I'm gonna try to get St. John's. That'll be a nice field to
Hell yeah, just let me
play
know,
at.
boy.
Yeah, that's not too far from you either. So
Yep, and there's a couple pro guys around. I got one hit with me, so if you ever need another pro
yeah,
guy.
for sure. We'll be in touch. We just gotta let's get some word on the season first. But I mean, even if there's nothing, I feel like we still gotta get some ABs in.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay ready because I know eventually they'll figure this thing out. And even if
Absolutely.
there's nothing, I'm like 90% sure they're gonna call everybody in to do scrimmages and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you're in big league camp. I'm with AAA team right now, so I'm hoping that
taxi squad.
we're at least backups.
Yeah, be in the taxi squad. That'd be lit.
Exactly. So this is my boy Clayton. He's been helping us for a few months. He's getting his master's, JD MBA, and he played college baseball.
Oh wow,
so
I see you.
He's got that business and baseball background, so he's been a big help for us. I don't know if you
Hell
guys
yeah.
met, so I figured I'd introduce you.
Yeah, it's good to meet you, Josh. Hey,
First time.
will you pronounce your last name for me?
Oh, Palacios.
Palacios. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
I told you Palacios.
I know,
What'd
but
you
I
say
forgot
originally?
it.
They didn't believe you. They didn't believe you.
No. I like, it's one of those names where it could be like Palacios or Palacios, and you just like, depend on how you say it. And I don't want to say it. Like, some girls are named Anna or Anna. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I've got worse than Palacios, but I got Palicious, Palacios. I've got all types of stuff, bro. So you ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
all right,
Oh my God. Hey, so I'll give you like a little rundown real quick. I'm sure you've done some podcasts, some baseball podcasts.
Yeah.
We want to be different than the rest. None of those boring questions. None of the questions like, hey, what you been doing during quarantine? You still working out? No, it's we're just talking about equipment, cleats, kicks, and swag within the game of baseball. So
yeah, I seen a little snippet with Zion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh well, you're not from the Bahamas, but we want to hear some of the Bahamas guys because he basically said he has more swag than all of them.
No, not just that.
Said. That's
not the whole island. The whole island.
The whole island. Wow.
No,
hey, I got more guys from the Bahamas if you want.
No, bro. He said he had the most swag in minor league baseball. That's what he said.
Wow, that's a bold comment.
Wow.
Hey, I respect the confidence. I give him that.
Oh man, is he gonna be that guy? Is he gonna get called up to the big leagues and on his first day he's gonna say he's got the most swag in the whole league?
We about to see. We're gonna find out. I've met him though. He's a good kid, but he's confident apparently. But I got more guys from the Bahamas. If you need more guys in podcasts like Lucius.
Oh yeah, we got Todd. We got Todd coming up tomorrow, I believe.
Oh, Todd knows them all. Yeah, Todd knows everybody. Yeah. So Todd knows them all. All right, you're gonna have to drop that comment on Todd. We're gonna see how he responds to that.
Oh yeah. We want Todd to say he's got the most swag on the island.
We gotta get a feud going. That's what you want.
I got another guy that probably say he has the most swag too, Chavez.
Oh yeah.
Chavez will say he has the most swag too.
Oh yeah. That's your boy, right? Both Blue Jays. He's with the Blue Jays.
That's my guy.
Oh yeah.
Blue Jays is a pretty swaggy team.
You guys
can't wear blue cleats until AA though, right?
They changed it. Thank God. Finally, they changed that. So you can wear whatever you want.
Nice. That's
finally,
good.
Because it was bad, bro. We was wearing black cleats. We'd have
that doesn't even look good.
Yeah,
right?
It was stupid.
If you have rules, it should be like team colors at least. Right?
It was a weird old school rule where they said if they call you up, they want you to have cleats for the next day, and black goes with everything. It doesn't really, because we was playing in all white with blue, and then you got black kicks, and everybody's looking down like, yo, what's
exactly. It should be either white or blue cleats. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, facts.
All right. So we'll have
to go back to this. We'll have to go back.
Oh yeah, I don't want to speak too much on it before.
No. We won't get you in trouble. We won't say anything.
We'll tiptoe around it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So here we go. So what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Kicking It Custom. I'm your host Clayton Gelfand, and I'm joined by my co-host Alex Katz. Our special guest today is Toronto outfielder Josh Palacios. Josh, what's up? How are you?
What's good, baby? It's a pleasure to be here. It's nice seeing Katz and nice meeting you, Clayton. This should be pretty fun.
Yeah, absolutely, my man. So we're gonna get right into this here. So we know you're from Brooklyn, New York. So has that culture inspired your swagger? And if so, can you elaborate on it?
Oh yeah, being from Brooklyn is automatic. Like coming up from playing from when you were a little kid, you had to be fleet. Like you have to look like you could play the part before you could do it. So if you come with some dusty kicks, I remember coming with some like dusty kicks when I was about like 8 years old to the baseball field, you get flamed immediately. So if you're not always correct, if you're not in like a code of conduct, then it's a wrap for you. So being from Brooklyn, it was just like an automatic thing where you just had to assimilate to the culture.
Right now, who in the Brooklyn area are like fashion icons that you follow? Because there's a lot of famous people from Brooklyn. So is there
Yeah.
anyone you follow or resonate with or connect with with their lifestyle, fashion, swagger?
RP Pop Smoke, my guy was Flea until they got rid of him. But RP, sad rest in peace. But Pop Smoke was definitely one. I liked his swag. It's hard to say people from Brooklyn. I say Jay at a younger age definitely was like the father of swag in Brooklyn. Fabulous, the rapper, was another guy who still got that Brooklyn swag. Everybody constantly looked at him with what he's wearing, what he's doing. But aside from that, I kind of just bounce all over what I like and what I feel.
So are there any baseball players that you think, have a ton of swag on the field, off the field that you look up to? Or is it more like,
Oh yeah.
you like that baseball player's swag on the field and then you like more of like a rapper or like another, famous person swag off the field? Do you mix
Uh,
them up or is it more like you really like one guy's style both on and off the field?
Well, growing up, to start, it was Manny Ramirez because Manny Ramirez wasn't from Brooklyn, but he's from Manhattan, and he's the one who really started the trend with the baggy pants and the low pants that kind of cut like jeans. So when we were about 12, 13, when that came out, everybody had to wear it. And if you didn't have those pants, you were herb. And then after that, moving on, like watching guys in today's game, I'd say Javi Baez got a ridiculous amount of swag. I love Javi. I kind of watch what he watches on the field, try to emulate that. And then off the field, I kind of more resort to just what's fashionable, what goes on in Fashion Week, kind of just what they're rocking in Manhattan and Soho and that type of the deal.
Dope. So we'll move on. So I heard you and Katz were teammates back in 2014. So how would you rank his swag then versus now?
Yeah, Cats.
Good old
He wasn't.
Danbury, right? Good old Danbury.
There wasn't much you could do with the Danbury uniforms. But Cass didn't have it all then. He's living it up now. Back then, I give Cass maybe a good 5. You know, the Danbury uniforms and the cleats and everything. It's tough as a pitcher. I cut him some slack. You can't really rock sleeves and everything like that. But Cass had a little swag back in them Danbury days. I don't know what he looked like at St. John's, though. That's a different animal.
Oh yeah, we got some good gear at St. John's. I don't think I had much swag in Danbury. I think my footwear game has stepped up a little bit just since stadium.
Yeah, you leveled up. You leveled up. I give you that. You definitely leveled up.
Alex, right, you leveled a lot of guys up.
All we got is a glove and cleats. All we got is a glove and cleats. We don't have the Evo Shield. We can't rock sunglasses on the mound.
Hey, we can take BP though.
We have limited resources. Yeah, we can look good in warm-ups and
That's or sitting on the bench. Yeah,
we can look good on the bench, spitting sunflower seeds. Right?
Go get in the foul balls. You look crispy, bro. You got all the batting gloves on and everything.
Exactly. I've been there. And then we're watching you robbing home runs, Pippin home runs.
All right. So you just ranked Katz a 5 back in his Danbury days. So do you consider yourself someone with drip? And if so, where would you rank yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Cass got the 5 only because Danbury's tough though. I gotta put that out there.
As long as what'd you get? Wait, I'll interrupt real quick. What was your level? What was your ranking on Danbury when you were with the West?
When I was Danbury, it was like a 6. There was nobody out there, and I had
you were one level up on me.
Facts, man. The helmets. I mean, it wasn't really a swaggy place to begin with, but I had a little wristband. I didn't have a sleeve. It was tough days, boy. But we'd all leveled up. We made a little bit of money now. But back to what would I rate myself now if on the drip? I give myself a solid 7, only because I'm missing 3 points. Money. I like to rock more Christian Dior, Louis Vuitton, Gucci. I like to switch it up, but we currently on a budget right now, so I gotta do what I gotta do.
He's a grinder, minor league grinder.
Touch H&M, Forever 21 every once in a while. I need to mix it up with some designer here and there, but the kicks always gotta be valid. I was to rate myself on kicks, it'd probably be a 9. And then what was the next question?
No, what? No, that was it. That you answered that. Your drip's a 7, your kick game's a 9. We'll take that. That's a modest 7 too. You know, that's I feel you.
There's always room for perfection. There's always more room.
You ain't claiming you're the best like Zion yet, you know. So it's all good, you know.
Shout out my guy
different.
Zion. That's my dog. But yeah, that's the Bahamas though. That ain't New York.
All right. So my last question for you is, how do you think custom cleats can change the game of baseball?
Oh man, that definitely can take it to a whole nother level, because baseball, I feel personally, is an undermarketed sport, especially in what we wear. There's a very select amount of guys with elite swag, and everybody else is real generic. They've got the MLB to show generic kicks. Everything is just the regular across the board. So when you go on Nike and we try to switch it up and do some things, you go on Nike's website, you got like 3 or 4 options of what you can wear, and everybody's wearing that. You go on Adidas, you got maybe 1 or 2. You go on anywhere else, Under Armour, you got 1 or 2. So everything is kind of exactly the same. So with the custom clicks, it really changes the game, because no matter what type of cleats that you have on, you can really turn them up and bring your own personality and your own swag into the game, which people didn't have before. Like, aside from Ken Griffey, nobody really had the kick swag when it came to cleats. And now we're taking what we have, literally the 3 options we have, and we're turning them up in creativity to different levels that just never been seen before.
Exactly. And you watch all these old time games because that's all that's on TV right now.
Yeah.
And you just look at their footwear and it's basically just solid black, no matter what team you're on. Just, you know, not even cool patterns or, you know, cool designs on them. You know, pretty much just solid black. They look like bowling shoes kind of, right?
Facts. If you look at any other sport, you look at basketball, you look at football, you look at soccer, they all have creativity and personality in what they wear. A lot of them in the sneakers or in the helmet or in the gear or even the mouthpiece. In baseball, we kind of have nothing to show for that.
That's very true. So my next question kind of goes off of that. When do you decide to keep it more classy or simple, and when you decide to swag out a little bit? Is there a time and place, or are you just swagged out no matter what time of the year, no matter what kind of game it is?
Well, you got to stay true to yourself. So I think I just try to be me. I try to be swaggy at all times, because the way I saw it was like, this is me. If you wanted me, this is like what came with me in a degree. Like, this is just what I grew up playing. This is how I grew up playing. This is what I feel comfortable in. This is how I play my best. So I kind of, through college, through high school, I just left it at that level. So anybody that wants me, like, they want the whole me. I'm not going to try to clean up or not wear anything just for you to bring me to your college or just for you to take me on your team.
Exactly. So, you know, staying true to yourself and being who you are. You know, you know what you do is right. You know, you're not aggravating anyone. So, you know, just keep doing you. You know, and a lot of players keep saying, look good, feel good, play good. So it seems like that's one of the most common things that ball players believe in. You know, if you don't feel good, you're not going to play good. So we haven't mentioned yet, but you have a younger brother, Richie, who is a prospect with the Cleveland Indians organization. Is it a constant battle in your house over who has more swag, and what do you think? Who has more swag and why?
It's always a constant battle of who got more kicks, who's got better cleats, who looks better on the field, who's got more swag. And this is what I would say. He's had more swag only because he's wore all my hand-me-downs and my parents buy him more things than they buy me. I've had to grind for everything I got, and then I get something that's super fire. It doesn't fit me anymore, and I hand it to this little guy, and he's starting on Instagram with it like it's his. And to this day, he still wears my shirts, my clothes, and even tries to wear my old sneakers on Instagram. So I'm probably the most swaggiest, but he shows off like he's the most swaggiest. He's really just wearing my gear.
Oh man, I think we're gonna have to have him on next week. What do you say?
Invite him on, please. Tell him, bring that energy on here, because
we might have to have you both on at the same time.
Yeah, or we might have to bring you on like midway through after we ask him who has more swag, and he answers him. We bring you on, and then you're
right after the question, I'll jump on. I got the proof. I'll put the Instagram pictures and everything when you got my shirts on. Don't worry, I got it.
I love it. So this leads into the final part of our podcast. I think our best, most favorite, most popular part. It's called Rapid Fire. And
all right,
we got 5 questions and you have to answer them. You don't have to rush. Some people really take into consideration the word rapid. Some people really take stroll through the park.
Yeah, or they don't consider it at all.
It's really up to you how you want to take it. So,
all right, we'll see about these questions, and then we'll figure out how I'm gonna go with this.
ready? So it kind of looks like you're in your sneaker closet, but I can't really tell. What's your favorite?
Somewhat of.
You could do a little show and tell if you want. So, first question is favorite sneaker of all time.
I got them right here. Favorite sneaker all time would be my Jordan 1 Chicago's. These are my babies right here. I fell in love with these when I was a little kid, and even to this day, they kind of go most I wear. I wear red all the time, and I love black, and this is just a perfect silhouette of all the colors I love. So this would definitely be my favorite sneaker right here.
Yeah,
awesome.
I think every one of our guests have said Jordan 1s as their favorite sneaker, and maybe 2 have said those ones. I think Cody Reed said the same thing. And
The ones are just different, man. I don't know. They go with everything. They go with any type of attire, shorts, jeans, everything. Even if you want to try to slide them in there with a suit, I wouldn't do it, but it would probably work.
Awesome. The next one is
legendary.
The next question is, what's your go-to sneaker right now? So, some people have their favorite sneaker, but that doesn't mean they rock it every day, to the grocery store, to the park, etc. Anywhere in the neighborhood, a short little drive.
So I'm jumping anywhere in the neighborhood. The go-to sneaker is going to be the Vapor Max Utilities. I got them downstairs. I don't know if you got time for me to bring them up, but they're black with the green under, kind of have a bow under. They're mostly black. But they're the Vapor Max. I think they're like SC Utilities. Those things are comfortable. I'm rocking with them pretty much 24/7.
So what are your thoughts on this statement? I noticed that a lot of sneakerheads have a nice collection up in their room, in their closet, and then they have 1 or 2 sneakers by the front door, and that's what they rock all the time.
That's exactly what it is. That's why I don't have them right here. The go-to stay right by the door, run in, throw them on, and you out. That's how we do it.
Exactly. So some of your favorite kicks might not be worn as much, but they are your favorites.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's why I left the ones over there. I'm taking care of them. I wear them once in a while. Those things got to last.
Exactly. So now we're moving on to baseball. What's your favorite model cleat of all time?
Favorite model cleat of all time? If we're running nostalgic, I would say the Hirachis, the original Hirachis that came out.
Yeah. Remember the third person to say that.
Yeah, those. Oh my God.
Yeah, those go hard.
Fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the 2K4s, 2K4s with the strap.
The strap around the ankle, yeah.
If I stumble upon them on eBay, I'll get you a pair. All right.
Yeah, you gotta bring.
I'll send you that.
Those back. We gotta bring just for old time's sake, because those things.
They have the low tops too. The low tops go pretty hard too.
Yeah, bro. I remember that. My whole team had them. I played with the Bonnies. Maybe I was 14 when they came out. Whole team copped them, black and orange, and definitely the fleetest team in New York at the time.
I remember the black and orange ones too.
Yeah,
I can just see those ones in my head right now.
So, do you think we should start a petition, send it to Nike, and say bring back the 2K4s?
Absolutely.
I think we definitely need to do that. That definitely needs to happen. But there needs to be a 2K4 day in baseball history. That's what they need to do.
That's it. So I think we kind of answered this already, but who do you think is a big leaguer with the most swag, current or former player?
Former Ken Griffey, easily. Yeah. He's kind of the father of swag. What he did on the field was ridiculous.
I mean,
to play
6 guys
backwards and Griffey's on, and
we've talked to 6, 7 guys already in the last few days, and 90% of them said Griffey.
Oh, Griff, it was just so different, and especially in the 90s.
He's unanimous,
the culture. Yeah, he's unanimous. He took all the culture from every hip-hop, fashion, this, that, and the third, and he brought it onto the field, and that was –
And it was what the Mariners had those cut-off tank top jerseys.
Yeah.
And Griffey was just, with the backwards hat, just earring, just his lefty swing. What's swaggier than Griffey in a tank?
Yes.
In a baseball tank.
That's the image that comes to mind when I think of Griffey, man. Hat backwards, cut off, earrings on, Griffey sneakers, and he's playing on turf. It's unmatched, bro. Not gonna be able to beat it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we have one more question for rapid fire, and then I'm gonna add to the rapid fire one question.
All right.
If you can rock any custom design on the baseball diamond, what would it be? So Players Weekend, maybe even less restrictions than that. Literally no restrictions at all. Any color, doesn't have to be team colors.
And it doesn't have to be a real cleat. It can be a shoe that you turn into a cleat.
Turn into a cleat? Oh, boy. If I really want and I play, that's what I would attempt to do.
We might have to just take some gray cleats and add some wires to them.
Yo, the Air Max would be fire. The other one though that I'm thinking about, the Jays got a new baby blue uniform, and I wanted to do the baby blue ones, the off-white ones, and then get some custom, put a custom J on it in baby blue with kind of Pilo or the Build Different sign on it. Somebody's gonna try to steal this idea, but that's what I want to do. I think that would be number 2 if I could do any sneaker of any kind.
That'd be sick. And we actually have done a lot of secret projects for guys. Debut cleats. You know, they didn't want them posted yet. We haven't posted them yet, but they've been done a few months ago. They just want to be ready. So that leads to,
you know how that goes.
That leads to my next question. So Josh Palacios gets to the show. You know, he has a 10, 15-year successful career swag in baseball.
I would hope so. I would hope so. What I really hope he would say is Joshua Palacios helped change the game of baseball to become more swaggy. So even if I'm not the most swag, I would like to be a real reason of why the game's changed. Everybody's a little more open about what they wear. And the regulations of cleats, gloves, batting gloves, and bats have all changed. That's what I would hope for him to say.
How do you think that's going to change? What would you do to change the game? So you're the commissioner of baseball. You make all the rules for equipment. You're a designer for these big companies. What are you doing? What are you doing differently?
I don't want to throw my secret ideas out there, but number 1, I would hire Bill Different to run the marketing. And then number 2, what I would do is I would just uplift all restrictions on bats. I don't see why we're restricted in what kind of bat and what color bat we can use, especially when you look at Players Weekend.
So for bats right now, it has to be a brown or a black or a natural finish. Is that right?
Yeah, it's like a brown, black, natural. You can't be no designs. So like the guys, you can't put like your flag on the bat. I remember the Gary Sanchez when they put the Kraken on the bat for the home run derby. I thought that was the sickest thing I've ever seen.
It was
like,
so
why
hard.
can't that be? Yeah, what's the difference between him having a Kraken bat and a regular bat? Like, it's not gonna mess me up in the outfield. I would lift all those restrictions. The pitchers, I would let them customize their glove, and then hitters, I know there's like a 25-day window and there's like an X amount of things that you could do unless it's player week. Like it has to have a certain amount of white. I would remove all restrictions for cleats, all of them. And then batting gloves, custom batting gloves.
Do you like non-team colors on equipment? Like I know like Cespedes and Ozuna rock that Volt green sleeve or that, you know, color as a secondary color on the cleats. Do you like non-team colors on equipment?
Honestly, I think there shouldn't be a restriction on it. If you want to do it, you should be able to do it. Like in basketball, they just rock whatever pair of sneakers they want. But I think with some teams, it's fire. Like the Dodgers, when Cespedes had Volt with the blue and white on the Dodgers, I thought that was one of the sickest things I've ever seen. And then, I mean, not Cespedes, Puig. And then Cespedes with the Mets, he was able to throw some Volt in there. That was sick. But I think like with blue and white teams, you add a little bit of Volt in there, it just changes the game.
Awesome. We were just talking with Mike from What Pros Wear. And he was talking about mint color, how mint goes really well with some teams. We were talking about Stroman. I'm pretty sure Stroman's home debut at Citi Field, he was rocking some Jordan 12s in mint. And obviously the Mets don't have mint, but it looked pretty sweet. You know, in Players Weekend, we've seen Dylan Betances rocking some Liberty Bell copper looking Jordan 12. So, you know, it does. Me personally, I think that non-team colors do fit in. You know, pretty well. And remember Harper's cleats last year? It was the Philly Fanatic. So you could still you could still have like a team theme cleats or equipment that doesn't necessarily match your uniform.
Yeah, and honestly, I think guys are responsible. Nobody's really gonna be wilding out doing some crazy color. Like you're not gonna be the Yankees that show up with black and red cleats. Like they're just not gonna do that because it looks weird. But if you add accents of Volt, a lot of Volt to other teams, you're gonna see a lot of nice things. And when RJ gets on, ask him about Volt because this guy tried to paint our whole room Volt. So he's the Volt spokesman of the world.
Oh man, he might have to rock some sunglasses when he goes to bed.
Well, that's what happened. The dude
that's
had
bright,
the whole
right?
room painted Volt. Look, he had everything painted Volt, and my pops came in like, "Yo, what's going on in here?" It was mad bright. We had to change the room color. But yeah, talk to him about that.
Oh, so he actually painted it Volt.
Yes. So my dad had like a worker. Short story. My dad and his boy came in. But he let his boy. He's like, you know what? It's not that hard. You can paint the room. So the guy came up. He speaks mostly Spanish, and he asked Richie Jordan what color do you want. Richie Jordan shows him Volt. So he looks at him and Joe's like, yeah, paint it this way. My dad said it's okay. So the guy comes and paints the whole room Volt. Like everything Volt.
Ceiling too.
Ceiling Volt. Everything Volt. So all we got is a room, everything's taken out, and you walk in here and it's just Volt. So when the sun hits it, you walk in here like, oh, damn. So I come in here and I'm like, wow, what the hell did he do? And RJ is like, oh, doesn't it look nice? Doesn't it look nice? So my cousin comes in. He's like, yo, this can't be all Volt. So Richard Jordan goes, okay. He paints a gray stripe across a Volt room. So I'm like, bro, it's not going to do anything. My dad comes upstairs and he's pissed. He's like, what the hell's going on in here? You'll never be able to go to sleep. The blinds just don't even work in this room. Long story short, they had to change the whole room. But Richard Jordan was crying like, Dad, it looks nice. Why can't I do this? That kid is obsessed with Volt. He's obsessed with Volt.
What color is the room right now?
It's gray with a Volt stripe. So
he had to get a little Volt on it.
He flipped it. It was Volt with a gray stripe, and now it's gray with a Volt stripe.
Oh man!
You couldn't see anything for about 2 days while we were in the room.
Wow! I'm surprised he didn't have that painter put like off-white writing on it or something.
Well, he made up for it. There's Volt everywhere in my room. There's like a tennis ball in here, but that's another story.
Oh my God! And that sounds like Richie, because I remember he posted the video of his first day throwing after shoulder surgery. He's rocking that Adidas Afterburners and Volt.
They're all Volt, bro. If you let that kid take over the world, it'd be all Volt right now.
Exactly. I'm kind of surprised Adidas even made those, because there's not really any teams with that colorway. So props to them. Props to them for doing that.
Shout out to them for real.
All right. Exactly. All right. So this concludes this episode of Kicking It Custom. To those listening, remember, comment below who you want on as our next guest. Josh, really appreciate having you. Talking kicks, swag, everything, So we wish you the best of luck this upcoming season. We look forward to working with you and talking again and giving your brother a hard time. So
anytime, boys. You let me know when Richard Jordan get on. I got more stories for you.
Absolutely. We're gonna surprise him. We're not gonna tell him you're coming on.
Yeah, you'll come on at a certain time and you'll just be there. It'll be like those radio stations that do the prank calls with the other person on the end of the line being quiet. Have you ever seen those?
Facts, yeah. Power 105 when they throw some prank calls in there.
Oh yeah.
Woman talks about his husband's on the line.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that.
Some of that. Get spicy here.
Yeah. All right, Josh. See you, man. It's good to meet you.
Man.
Take care.
Good one.
All right, peace.